You doing your push-ups wrong. That's why you're not getting any stronger. We talking push-ups? Man, you know I had to tap in. Let's get it, man.
Do a push-up right now. Seriously. 1 rep. I'll wait. Done? Good. That push.
I don't know what he thought this was. Like, I'm not gonna do push-ups just because I got the headphones on and all that. You think I'm really not gonna? Man, stop playing with me. I get active. I'll do it right now. Hold on. I'll get active right now. Stop playing. Yeah. What you want, man? Stop playing with me, man. What you want? What we talking? What we talking? You know I get active. What we talking about, huh? What we talking about? Talk to me. Talk to me.
Push-up was wrong. I don't need to see it.
Excuse me? My push-up was wrong? You got me bent. What are you talking about?
Done? Good. That push-up was wrong. I don't need to see it. I already know. Because 95% of people do push-ups the same broken way, and they've been doing it like that since middle school.
All right. Never did he just play with my push-up form like that. You must not know who you're talking to. Talking about my push-up form was wrong. I'm not that 95%, baby. That's 5%. We 5% over here. Stop playing with me. Come on, man. We out. Talk nice. I just hopped in this video. You already talking crazy to me. Talk nice to me. That's 1 strike. Matter of fact, that's 1 strike. You know the rules. 3 strikes, I'm off the video. 3 strikes, and you up out of here. That's 1 strike because you came on the video with bad energy off rip. But you feel me? Let's get back into it. Don't challenge me like that no more.
Same bad form. Thousands of reps, year after year, exposed, and it's costing you everything. Your chest isn't growing, your shoulders are slowly getting wrecked, and every rep you do is about 30% as effective as it should be. You're putting in the work and getting 1/3 of the results. 5 errors, that's all that's wrong. 5 things nobody ever corrected because nobody thinks push-ups need correcting. Fix them, and the push-up goes from the most wasted exercise in your routine to the most effective upper body movement you can do, anywhere. No equipment, no gym. Let's go. Here's something that needs to be said fast.
All right, let me say this. I will say this. Although you came at me crazy, and that's why I just had to check you in the beginning, I will say this. This is 100% facts. Like, people always do their push-ups wrong. 99, he said 95. I say 99% of people don't do push-ups right. The push-up and the pull-up are probably the number 1 exercises. They're tied for number 1. The number 1 exercises where there's so much of a variation in how much it helps you and how much it works based on how you do the exercise. So for example, me, I can do like basically unlimited. I could basically go unlimited. If you let me go wide and just like pump them out like how they be doing the prison push-ups, you know, where you just kind of do like that. Like, I'm just gonna go. You feel me? Like, I've done like well over 100 in a row, easy. Just if we just doing that. But then if we're talking about, look, we straight all the way down. We're not lying on the ground, but we just all the way down and then all the way up, and we're not, we locking out and we're not using no momentum. Now you feel me? Now we're talking about real muscle building. Now we're talking about breaking down the muscle. We're talking about putting the stress on the muscles that we're trying to grow. We're actually putting the tension there rather than just using all momentum and just doing kips. And you know what I'm saying? Not even doing real workout. Same with pull-ups. Pull-ups, if you do the little, again, prison pull-ups, the little kipping, you know what I mean? And you barely get your chin above the bar and you're using all that momentum, everybody can do pull-ups. You feel me? But then when we talking about full extension, keep everything straight, be real on form, most people can't even do 5. So I'm with you. I'm picking up what you're putting. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm putting up what you're putting down.
The push-up is the most disrespected exercise in fitness. People treat it like a warm-up, like a punishment, like something you outgrow. Gymnasts never stop doing push-ups. Fighters never stop. Special forces never stop. People whose lives depend on real upper body strength, they do push-ups forever. But you learned yours from a PE teacher when you were 12, and you never fixed it. So you've been practicing the wrong movement for years. Every rep made it worse. Let's undo that, starting with the one that's destroying your shoulders right now. Your shoulders are paying for this. Look at yourself from above during a push-up. Your body makes a T shape, arms straight out to the sides.
He lost me when he said, "Look at yourself from above." Am I tripping? Am I the only one? Like he said, "Look at yourself from above." I'm doing the math. Like I'm supposed to look at myself from above. Anyways. That might be a second strike, but matter of fact, should I let him? I'm gonna let him live. I'm gonna let him live. You only got one strike for that.
Feels natural, feels powerful. It's shredding your rotator cuff. At that angle, your upper arm bone jams into the front of your shoulder socket. Every single rep. That grinding you feel? That's tendons getting pinched between bones. And it gets worse over time until one day your shoulder just stops cooperating. The fix takes 1 second. Tuck your elbows to 45 degrees. Your body should look like an arrow from above, not a T. Arrow, not T. Remember that. Shoulder pain, gone. And here's the kicker. You're actually stronger in this position. More reps, more chest activation, less injury. There's no downside. You were just never told. That alone would save most people's shoulders. But this next one is bigger. This is the reason your chest still looks the same no matter how many push-ups you do. This is why your chest won't grow. Watch anyone do push-ups.
I gotta disagree with one of the things he said. I gotta disagree with one of his points. He said you're stronger with your elbows tucked. Anybody else who really works out can attest to this. Like, yeah, you open yourself up for injury when you go T, especially if you really exaggerated T. I'm never gonna advocate for this. This is just injury central, you feel me? But like, you know, if you kind of like right here with it, I feel like me personally, this is definitely the strongest position. Like 45, nah. Like you really not generating as much power. I understand what he's saying because you're avoiding injury. You get what I'm saying? So I'm with you. I'm not trying to go against you, my boy. But what I'm trying to say is, saying you're stronger in that position, I don't know if that's just technically and scientifically, but in actual practice, go ahead, go bench press, go do push-ups. A little bit of flair is gonna give you much more power. You're gonna be able to generate more force, but it might open you up to more injury just because you're getting to that point where, like he said, your arm, your arm bone it could potentially pop out that socket. You know, you're starting to mess with that shoulder, so you got to be careful. Facts.
Their arms move, body goes up and down, but their shoulder blades completely frozen, not moving at all. That's the problem, right there. Your chest muscle needs your shoulder blades to slide forward to fully contract. If they don't move, your chest never fully squeezes. Every rep is a partial rep. Every set is half a set. You've been doing push-ups with the parking brake on. The fix? At the top of every rep, don't just lock your elbows. Push further. Spread your shoulder blades apart. Push the floor away from you until your upper back rounds slightly. Feel that? That's the part of the push-up you've been skipping. You've been leaving the most important 2 inches of the movement on the floor every time. 2 errors fixed. Your shoulders are safer. Your chest can finally work. But there's an invisible problem stealing reps from you on every single set, and it doesn't even look like a form issue. The rep killer nobody notices. Most people's push-up position is soft. Hips sagging, lower back dipping, core just hanging there like a hammock between their shoulders and toes. This is an energy leak, and it's massive. When your core is loose, pressing force leaks through your midsection instead of going into the floor. You're pushing against a wet noodle instead of a steel beam. Your body wastes energy holding itself together that should have gone into building your chest. The fix. Before you go down, squeeze your glutes hard. Brace your core like you're about to get punched in the stomach. Tuck your hips slightly under. Your body should feel like a plank that's about to break a board, not a plank that's taking a nap. This is where most people ruin it. They think the push-up is an arm exercise. It's a full body exercise where your arms happen to move. Lock the body, unlock the results.
Okay. Yeah, I got no notes on that.
3 down,
That's a
2
fact.
to go.
Okay.
And these last
I'm with
2
you.
are different. These are the ones that separate someone who does push-ups from someone who actually changes their body with them.
Okay.
Number 4 is going to make you mad. And number 5 might be the most important thing in this entire video. Why 50
I'll be
push-ups
the judge of
means
that.
absolutely nothing.
I'll be the
I
judge
can do
of that.
50 push-ups. Cool. Let me watch. Every rep takes half a second. Drop with gravity. Bounce off the floor. Momentum does the work. Muscles
All right.
barely involved.
Yeah.
That's not training. That's falling and catching yourself 50 times. This is why people bang out huge numbers and still have a flat chest. Their muscles were never under real tension. You could do 100 reps like that and get less growth than 10 reps done right. The
Yeah.
fix: 2 to 3
Oh.
seconds down, 1 second pause at the bottom, chest hovering, not resting. 1 to 2 seconds, back up. Every rep takes 4 to 6 seconds total. That's it. And this is why your plan keeps failing. You've been chasing numbers. Your muscles don't count reps. They count time under tension.
Talk.
10
Talk
slow
to him.
reps will build
Talk.
more muscle than 50
Yeah.
fast ones every time. Ego wants the number. Your chest wants the tension. Pick one. That one stings, I
My
know.
boy
But this
talking.
last one is worse because it's the one that's been quietly damaging your shoulders for years and you didn't even know it was happening. The shoulder wrecker you can't feel until it's too late. At the bottom of most people's push-ups, their shoulders dump forward. The front of the shoulder collapses past the wrist line. Shoulder blades wing off the back, and the rotator cuff is holding weight in a position it was never built for.
Right.
This is the silent killer. You can't feel it happening. There's no sharp pain, no warning, just a slow, invisible grind, rep after rep, week after week, until one day you're in a physio's office wondering what went wrong. Thousands of reps of this. That's what went wrong. The fix: at the bottom, pull your shoulder blades together and down. Think shoulder blades into your back pockets, chest open, not collapsed. Shoulders behind your hands, not dumped in front of them. Two
Yeah.
things happen. Your shoulders are protected because the joint stays centered, and your chest fires harder because the muscle starts from a longer, pre-stretched position. More growth, less damage.
Yeah.
This is the error that matters most, because the other four cost you results. This one costs
Cost
you
you
your
your-
shoulders.
Right, I was
Every
about to say
cue,
cost you your shoulders. I was about to say cost you your shoulders. You see me. Y'all saw me. I was about to say cost you your shoulders. I just didn't say it because I wanted to let him finish what he's saying. You get what I'm saying? Like, I have manners. But I already knew what he was about to say. We on the same type of timing, my boy.
10 seconds. Here it is.
Yeah.
The whole thing. Hands just outside shoulders. Fingers spread. Arrow position elbows 45 degrees. Squeeze glutes. Brace core. Steel beam. Go down 2 to 3 seconds. Shoulder blades pull together. Chest 1 inch from floor. Shoulders behind hands. Pause 1 second. Push up. Shoulder blades spread apart at the top. Push the floor away. Upper back round slightly. Squeeze. That's 1 rep.
Listen, I largely approve. I largely approve. But the only thing is, I think he's doing too much. Like, he's making it way too complicated for someone to do one push-up. Like, you're not gonna go through that large checklist every single time you're about to just get down and hit a push-up. It's not happening. So what I would say, the only thing I'm gonna change is this. Listen, if you're out here with the T shape, people be doing the little chicken wing when they doing the push-up. Obviously, that's bad for your shoulders. So don't do that. You feel me? Get it in a little bit. All you gotta tell people is tuck it in. Whatever's comfortable for you. It could be here. It could be here. Whatever's comfortable. You do that, and then you go down slowly. Don't be cheating it. Go down, nose to the ground. Keep your body straight and tight, and you good. Don't rush it. Everybody knows slow and lock out. That's all. You don't gotta go through this crazy checklist. I don't know if you're just trying to be smart or what. You feel me?
If you can only do 5 like this, good. 5 real ones beat 30 fake ones. And when 5 becomes easy, don't do more. Make it harder. Weighted vest, feet elevated, slower tempo. That's how muscle grows, not by chasing numbers. The push-up is not a beginner exercise. It never was. It's a skill, and you've been doing it wrong your entire life. Flared elbows, frozen shoulder blades, loose core, bouncy reps, collapsed bottom. 5 errors, thousands of reps, years of wasted effort. Not anymore. You now know more about push-up mechanics than 99% of people who walk into a gym. That's not an exaggeration. Most trainers don't correct half of what you just learned. So here's what happens next. You drop down, you do 1 push-up, 1, with every fix from this video, and you feel the difference in your chest, your shoulders, and your core immediately in 1 rep. Then come back to this comment section and tell me it felt like the same exercise. It won't. Drop not even close in the comments after you try it. I want to see how many of you actually do it. Next video, I'm covering the exercise people butcher even worse than push-ups. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Send this to your friend who brags about doing 100 push-ups. They really need to see this.
Gotta be pull-ups he's talking about. Gotta be pull-ups. But listen, look, largely, like I said, I agree. But at the end of the day, bro, I don't appreciate you coming at me like you did in the beginning. Don't you ever. Don't you ever. That's why I had to get down and bust a couple push-ups. Matter of fact, I busted out some clapping push-ups. I don't see you doing that. I don't see you or your little anime figure, feel me, action figure doing that. So I don't see you doing clapping push-ups. You're not on my level. Anyways, we up out of here. You.